Greetings. Give me one quick moment while I start to share my screen so that we are all on the same page. Give me a moment. Perfect. We are there. Hopefully you are seeing the welcome. So congratulations for taking the first steps in becoming a myEcon independent associate. We are the personal financial success company, and hopefully you have joined during our holiday promotion period or maybe a little bit before. And this video is serving as your welcome, your prelude of sorts to your orientation, which you will be doing at your own time on your own myEcon website. I am Dr. Yaz, the founder of the Financial Empowerment Educators, which is one of the many groups in myEcon, or one of the many teams. Some others call them movements, and we were founded in 2017. Our focus is leadership and service to empower, which is symbolized by the Indinkra symbol that we utilize in our logo. Right now, what I want you to do is text me, myEcon associate, with your name, email address, and location to my cell phone number, which is 720-840-8759. So go ahead and pause this video, send out that text, and then restart it again. Congratulations. Welcome to myEcon. Welcome to being an entrepreneur. Welcome to being a business owner. Now, whether you signed up for this promotional period or myEcon in general for the strategies or the business, you have a business that you can utilize for your personal growth and development. And we want this to be an excellent lifelong experience for you. myEcon is not a get-rich-quick scheme or anything like that, but it teaches you strategies for the long term that we then want you to share with your family, with your friends, and your community to help empower them as well. In order to utilize myEcon as a business, you need to be aware of the IRS rules and regulations as it pertains to the difference between a hobby and a business. And that pertains to three different areas. One is time commitment. So you need to be able to dedicate an average of 3 to 5 hours per week of time to your business. You want to be consistent and have record keeping, demonstrating the time that you're working your business. And additionally, you want to make sure that you have those great records, that you are documenting your activity. So again, 3 to 5 hours per week, being consistent and documenting your records. So you got that? You're on your way. Congratulations to being a business owner. So for this brief presentation, we're going to go over a quick introduction to myEcon. There are much more details in your back office. We're going to go to your first key steps. So what you want to do in your first 2 to 3 days. And if you've been in myEcon for a little longer, it's okay. This is all at our own pace, but we want you to get started with this right away if possible. Also, we only have a few more weeks left in our holiday promotion, but we want to make sure that you can maximize this. And there are many different strategies, but I'm going to go over just one. So myEcon is short for My Economy. We recognize that the President of the United States is responsible for dealing with the nation's economy. Our governors are responsible for dealing with our state economies. Our mayors and city councils are responsible for our local economies. But it's important as individuals that we take care of our own personal economy. myEcon was established in 2005 by the company founders, Ivy Stokes and Alvin Curry. It is a privately held, debt-free company that is part of the multi-billion-dollar direct sales industry, also known as multi-level marketing or network marketing, and that is a component of myEcon, not all of myEcon. It is fast, growth and technology driven, meaning that we utilize our cell phones, we utilize computers for communication, but also for education and also for our programs. It is based right outside of Atlanta, Georgia, has a veteran leadership team where they have over 60 years of combined experience, and there's about 60,000 associates across the United States, as well as the U.S. territories, so including Puerto Rico and Guam. What is really awesome is that associates in myEcon have cash flowed over $400 million collectively in terms of documentation. So it's been documented. I personally believe it's probably been much more than this, but the associates have cash flowed over $400 million, which is pretty amazing. So the myEcon financial success approach is to help the associates maximize their cash flow. We do this by adding 5 new cash flow streams for the associates by correcting tax withholding, minimizing taxes, generating business income, eliminating debt, and earning passive income. We help our associates become educated investors. We do not tell people what to invest in, but we want to make sure that everyone understands the process and the benefits. Our #1 product in myEcon is income shifting. So this is education is how to shift your income from being in the highest tax bracket, that of an employee, to the lowest tax bracket, that of an investor, from being able to shift your income from debt to investments, and being able to shift your income from always having to pay others to actually being able to pay yourself. To be successful in myEcon, you want to be teachable, be coachable, be a lifelong learner, be willing to take advice, and be humble. It is important that you stay active and involved, and you will be successful. There are lots of different trainings, team meetings, all kinds of activities that happen throughout the week and month in myEcon all over the country, and you want to plug into whatever system works best for you and continue to be involved in that system. Take action as necessary, and you will be successful. So let's go through some of these key first steps. First of all, if you have not already, you want to log into your personal myEcon website. The details to your website were provided to you in your welcome email from myEcon, so the very first email that you received. When you log in, you were given a temporary 4-digit number code, and you will be immediately requested to change your password. So you want to do that, and make sure you put this password in a safe place. Additionally, make sure you keep all of this information in terms of your login for yourself, as your sponsor, even your EVPs, have not been given this information. This has only been provided to you. So make sure you keep track of your website. So we say log into your website and not your sponsors, because your password and information will not work for their website. So you need to go to your personal myEcon website. Once you log in, you will see your Business Management Center. We call this your back office. When you first get to myEcon or to your personal website and you see the Statue of Liberty, that is actually what we call your front office. So this is your back office, or your Business Management Center, or your BMC. When you're in your BMC, we want you to download the apps to your mobile devices right away. So you see here, new mobile apps. You want to click that. There are 2. The first one is the myEcon app, and the second one is the Cash Flow Manager app. Those are available both for Android as well as Apple or iPhone users, and you want to make sure you download both of those. Instructions are on the new mobile app link on your website in your back office. Next, it's important to set up and be aware of communication. So myEcon provides emails to you. You also have a myEcon email address. You want to make sure that you've added myEcon to your safe list for your email server. In addition, you want to like the Facebook page for myEcon. It is www.facebook.com/myEcon. You'll see there are several other websites associated with myEcon, and usually these are team-oriented, but this is the only national approved Facebook myEcon website. Additionally, you want to add this to your See First list on Facebook. If you need instructions with this, please let me know. Once you get to myEcon, you get to this website or get to this Facebook site, go ahead and like it and then you'll see next to it, it'll say following. You can click on following, and from there you'll be able to add it to your See First list. That way you are receiving information from the company through Facebook and social media whenever there are changes or important information for you to receive. The website looks a little bit like this on the right as of right now. That may change, but this gives you an idea once you get to the page. Additionally, you are a member of the Financial Empowerment Educators, and we do have several ways of communicating. One is through GroupMe app. We utilize this versus text messages so that everyone can get the information, as well as past information and past posts. We also utilize a Facebook page. It's called The Fee. So go ahead and look that up. You will request to join, and then myself or someone else will add you. And then also communication with me. I send emails once in a while from ynkrumah@gmail.com. Please add this to your safe senders list, as our group has gotten pretty large. We're over 100, and for some people it goes into their spam. So I want to make sure that you have this under your safe senders list so you are receiving any communication that is coming from me. Additionally, you want to follow key opinion leaders in myEcon. So there are several different great ones. Contact me if you would like a specific list, but Brian Bean is an important great one that you want to follow. So that's Brian Bean, B-E-A-N-E. You'll see that he's under my friend list. I am Nkrumah Yaz, so NkrumahYaz on Facebook. So again, you can follow me. I could be added to your See First list. Brian Bean, definitely. June Collier, so June like the month, Collier, is also somebody that you want to follow and have under your See First list. And there are many others, Jerry and Winter Bobo. There's a whole list of great myEcon associates, particular individuals that are at the top of the company. And we want to make sure that you are mingling and connected with them. Again, this is a family, so everybody wants to help one another from the top to the bottom. So feel free to reach out to them. And again, if you want a list of other additional people, I would love to provide that for you. Next important step is to do your quick start orientation. This is extremely important. It is on your myEcon website, and now that you've downloaded the apps, it is also available to you on the apps. So if you are on your website, it's this nice green button at the top that says Quick Start Orientation. And when you click it, you will see a list of 9 different videos. There's a total of 72 minutes. We want you to make sure that you go over your PFS overview as well as your tax withholding right away. Those will help you to correct your W-4. Your PFSS is your personal financial success system. And once you get your W-4 corrected on paper, then you want to make sure that you turn that into human resources. We do recognize that some companies do not have the paper version and they only require you to submit a number. So make sure that you get this done on paper first and then submit that number as necessary. The goal is for you to go through your entire Quick Start orientation as soon as possible so that you are ready to hit the ground running in myEcon. But again, we want that W-4 to be one of your first steps that you get done. Next is getting your $2 in CV. Now, there are no requirements for sales in myEcon. Now, as a business with the IRS, you need to be able to demonstrate that you are attempting to make a profit. We are not a pyramid scheme or anything like that, so you don't have to buy a bunch of stuff and hope that you're going to sell it. Nothing like that. But it is a great idea to make sure that you have your $2 in CV, because this will maximize or make sure that you can actually get your commissions for the company. So $2 in CV is your minimum. $10 in CV helps you get the super builder bonuses. So to maximize your compensation, you need at least $2 in CV every 5 weeks. So this is $2 in commission value. How exactly does this work? There's a lot of different inexpensive options that you can either purchase something for yourself or that you can have someone else purchase from you. So when you're on your website, again, this is your front office. When you log on, this is kind of difficult to see, but where that red circle is, it says products, and you can click there. So to get your $2 in CV, you want to either have one of these products for yourself or have someone else purchase one of these products. Now, again, you can do a lot more than that. Some people really get very involved into the retail and are making hundreds, if not thousands of dollars in myEcon through this. But again, your minimum to maximize your bonuses is $2 in CV. So let's go over a little bit of the current CV rates. So ID Defender, this again comes with your myEcon membership, so you receive this. However, you can add up to 4 more family members for only $7.95. So meaning 4 people are all included under that one $7.95. And from that, you can get $2 in CV, or you can sell a family membership to someone else and get $4 in CV. The Smart Money system, so this is our credit repair and credit education system. This is a $30 CV, and then you can also get up to $20 bonus as long as you have $10 in CV prior to selling this Smart Money kit. What's really great about this is this money can flow through over time. So if you sell 2 Smart Money kits, that actually will cover your CV for an entire year, which is pretty cool. All right, your cash flow manager. So this is the software, the record keeping software. So we have 2 different versions of the cash flow manager, and you can get between $3 and $7 in CV for that. Also for booking travel on your website, that's between $2 and $30 in CV. You have a whole selection of health and nutrition products. That's between $3.40 and $40 in CV. We also have the coffees and teas, and those range in $2 to $9 in CV. Your cashback mall varies. There's hundreds of stores that are on there. There's percentages of cashback that you receive for when you make purchases or when anyone else makes purchases. So those amounts vary, and you can literally make thousands on that. Road Assure is our roadside assistance program, and so this is great, particularly if you don't have this with your current car insurance, or if you want to make sure that you're covering additional people within your family. This is $7.99 per month and protects your car. We also have our credit monitoring program, and there's between $2 and $3 in CV. So again, CV is commission value, but you want to go over document 705 because it goes over all of the details about the CV. But we want everyone to have at least $2 in CV. So the idea is that you want to buy from yourself. myEcon is great in that it is different than so many other network marketing companies that provide products that are really, really expensive. That, in my opinion, my personal opinion, those product prices are inflated. And so myEcon does not do that. We have wholesale prices, so they are typically competitive with everything that is on the market, so that it is less expensive for the consumer, which can include you or, again, your family and friends and others. And so we make sure that these products are affordable for everyone. So hopefully you find at least one thing that's great for you that you can at least utilize for yourself or share with others. But again, in business, the goal is to make a profit. And so even though you might not start making a profit today, you want to at least make sure you have your $2 in CV and then move to that point in the future or one day that you want to start marketing products. Again, not required at any point in time, but the IRS does want you to demonstrate that you are attempting to make a profit for your business. So next, we want you to set up your direct deposit. Why? Because you want to start getting this money in. You want to start doing that. So how do we do that? We go to My Account. And so you're going to receive money for when you sponsor new individuals, when you market and sell products. All of that will actually start getting you money. So we want to make sure that you set up your direct deposit. Now you will receive checks once the amount that the company owes you is at least $11. Otherwise, they just hold the money until it gets up to $11. So just be aware of that. So to set up your direct deposit, you click My Account, and then you're going to go My Commission, and then select Direct Deposit. myEcon no longer sends paper checks, so you want to make sure that you have your direct deposit set up. You can send a voided check from your checking account. If you don't have a checking account, then you can write down the information, including the routing number, the name of the banking facility, the address for the banking facility, as well as your account number. And again, that routing number is extremely important on a piece of paper. Take a picture of that and submit it to myEcon. We'll let you know that it will take longer to get that information verified than a voided check, but it is an alternative if necessary. All right, so now we want to maximize the holiday promotion. We only got a couple weeks left, depending on when you saw this or when you're seeing this. We do want to maximize this. And 3 is the key. So even as a brand new associate, for every 3 people that you get signed up in myEcon, you will receive $100 as long as they stay within the company for 60 days, meaning that they pay their $9.95 to get started, and then 30 days later, they pay their $34.95. So for every 3 people that get signed up, you will get $100. There's no amounts for in-between numbers, so it's 3 is the key. Again, 3 for 100, you'll get $200 for 6 people, $300 for 9 people, $1,000 for 30 people, and if you get 300 people, that is $10,000. So I just put all of this on there because there is no limit to the number of people that you can sign up as long as they stay for that 60-day period of time. So our promotion is going through January 12th, 2018. So we want to make sure that we get everyone signed up as quickly as possible so they can also participate in 3 is the key. To me, this is a great way to start earning a little bit of money in myEcon, but also to help you get promoted. So within myEcon, you become an executive vice president once you have shared the opportunity with 2 people and signed up 2 people. If you have seen a myEcon presentation, then you know that we value residual income and being able to provide that to our associates as well. So once you become an EVP, you'll receive $1 per person that is on your team. You'll receive $3 per person if you become an EVP Gold, which means that there's 15 people on your team and you have $10 of team CV. As an EVP Platinum, which is 120 people on your team, with $75 in team CV, that's $5 per person on the team. And then as an EVP Infinity, meaning you have 500 people on your team and $500 in team CV, you'll receive $8 per person. So you want to see document 701 for the compensation plan overview as well as for the promotion requirements. So there are a couple other little intricate details that you need to know about this, and you can ask me questions if you have any as it pertains to the compensation plan. So again, there's a lot of different strategies that you can utilize in myEcon to build, to grow, to start earning residual income, however you so choose to. But this is the strategy that I want to share with you. Then we have 3 is key and 10 to win. So again, marketing directors become an executive vice president when they sponsor 2 new marketing directors or have $200 in commission value. So once you become an executive vice president, you can now start earning that residual income. This is that passive income we are all looking forward to. So as an EVP, if you sponsor 10 new marketing directors, again, 10 to win, and those marketing directors each sponsor 2 new marketing directors, those new marketing directors will become part of your base shop, but those new marketing directors will become EVPs and start their own base shop. So now, because you've done 10 to win 1 round, you have 30 people on your team, 10 first-generation EVPs who will all sponsor at least 2 people, 20 marketing directors that are now in your base shop. As long as you have $10 in CV, you'll be an EVP Gold, which is $30 a month in residual income and a $300 bonus for sponsoring 10 people. So now what you want to do is in turn empower them, each of your new EVPs, to also sponsor 10 new EVPs. So as a result, you'll have 330 people on your team, 10 first-generation EVPs, 100 second-generation EVPs. You'll still have those same 20 marketing directors in your base shop, and as long as you have $75 in team CV, you'll be an EVP Platinum, which means that you'll receive $5 per person that is on your team that is not in your base shop, which is $1,550 per month residual, and you'll still be getting that same $300 bonus again from sponsoring those first 10. So now you want to help your marketing directors become EVPs as well. And when you help all of the marketing directors that are on your team become EVP, you become an EVP Platinum. So again, this is just one route. There's many different ways to become EVP Platinum. But in this particular example, you'll now have 530 people on your team and $4,000 monthly residual. And if you decide, let's just go ahead and do one more round of 10 to win, then you will have 3,330 people on your team, 10 first-generation EVPs, 100 second-generation EVPs, 1,000 third-generation EVPs, 20 marketing directors in your base shop. We still haven't played with them. And as long as your team has $500 in CV, you are now an EVP Platinum. My tongue's getting tired. But this is $26,000 per month in residual income. So again, this is just helping everybody say 10 to win. You get 10, they get 10, they get 10, they get 10, and everybody is winning this way. So this is an example of what you can do for success in myEcon during this promotion period and even after the promotion period. But we say, hey, do this at your own pace. We want people to move quickly because success moves quickly, but don't feel guilted into doing anything. The most important thing for you to do during this promotion is become an EVP and sponsor those 3 people. So sponsor 3, become an EVP, make sure you make your money back that you invested into this business. You get that $100 or $200, $300, whatever you so choose. But we want you to be successful. There's no pressure. This is a strategy that I'm encouraging everyone to use, but I want you to do what is absolutely best for you. So if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. Some additional helpful information. Sometimes people like to know their lineage and where they are in myEcon. Here I am at the bottom as an EVP Gold. Corey Briggs was my sponsor, or is my sponsor. He is an EVP Platinum out of Savannah, Georgia. Edmund Lee sponsored Corey, and you see Corey actually passed Edmund Lee in terms of promotion levels. So this is, again, showing how you're not really a pyramid or anything like that. But Edmund Lee is an EVP Gold, and he is in Florida. Brian Bean, who I mentioned earlier, is an EVP Infinity at the top of the company, and he is out of Atlanta, Georgia. His sponsor is Christy Howard, who is an EVP Platinum, again, not as high of a level as Brian, and she is in Atlanta, Georgia as well, and she was sponsored by Charles Thomas, who was an EVP Infinity, and he is out of Little Rock, Arkansas. He's also a financial advisor, which is pretty amazing that he got into myEcon, not because he needed the money, but because he wanted to be able to help and educate so many people. So an additional website that I recommend that you check out and get registered for is www.extradigittraining.com. We are under the umbrella movement of Extra Digit Movement, and so we have access to all of their training. This is Brian Bean's movement. Here is my contact information if you need it. And again, recommend that you join several different Facebook groups, including Financial Empowerment Educators, the FEE, the One More Movement. So this is Charles Thomas, Candace Woodruff, and Kevin Young control the One More Movement, and then the Extra Digit Movement. This is Brian Bean. So you want to get involved in these Facebook groups. You will likely need your sponsor to add you to these groups, or you can ask me, and I would love to do that for you. Also, you want to get a copy of the training and presentation call schedule. So during this promotion, every night, Mr. Ivy Stokes is actually giving a presentation, and so this is something that you can share with everybody. That information is in your back office under the documents. It's also listed under the holiday promotion document and information, and so you want to utilize that. Then there's different team calls that are not listed on your myEcon website, but that are specific for the teams. And again, ask your sponsor or myself to get you a copy of those calls. So if you have any questions, feel free again to reach out to me, and I look forward to building with you in myEcon. Lastly, I am an educator. You are now a financial empowerment educator, so you want to have some great resources. These are just some of the recommended readings that I hope that everyone will get a chance to go through and look at. Number one actually is Go Pro by Eric Worre. Quick, easy, short book, but highly recommended for your success. And here's a couple others: The Richest Man in Babylon, The Power of Purpose, Tony Robbins, Money Master the Game. Then when it comes to taxes, there's two books that I highly recommend. Lower Your Taxes Big Time by Sandy Bakken. He did a 2017. I'm believing he will probably do a 2018 one here quickly with the new tax laws. Then also the 475 tax deductions for businesses and self-employed individuals. This is another great resource for you that I believe probably will have a new edition coming out as well. One of the first books that I read when I was on my journey was Unfair Advantage by Robert Kiyosaki. So this is more or less a follow-up to Rich Dad, Poor Dad, but really great information. And he still goes into a lot of the same details that he went into with Rich Dad, Poor Dad, but more about the 4 quadrants and the unfair advantage of having a financial education, why that is so much more important in this day and age. A couple other additional books, but what's great is most of these are available in Audible. So if you like to listen to books, and that is something that has been very beneficial to me, then you can get Audible through your back office, help you start getting some of your CV. And again, that's in your cashback mall. So hopefully you have enjoyed this presentation. If you have any questions, feel free to get back with me, and I would love to help you. Have an absolutely wonderful day.